I talk a lot on this channel about helping form your kid's blueprint, and what I mean by that is when children are born, from the time they're born, from the time they are observing, listening, taking everything in, sight, sound, touch, they are formatting their own little blueprint. It's their template, it's their design, and we help mold that. We encourage it, we influence it. So it is very important that you're aware and conscious that you or whoever you surround your children with, it could be the daycare, it could be the siblings, whatever, aunts and uncles, roommates, those people are creating your child's blueprint alongside with you. So keep that in mind. You don't have forever to form a blueprint. I believe it's very, very impressionable up until like 3, and then another big jump from 3 to 5 where it's extremely impressionable, and that's when kids are called sponges and they say everything you say. They don't quite understand it. Concept isn't there, not home, but a blueprint is being built. So be aware of your child's blueprint. The point of this video is to talk to your kids how you would like them to respond to you. So a lot of parents go through life not being very clear with their children. We assume that our kids know a lot of what we mean or what we say. Perfect example, my son told my daughter, "When's mommy coming home?" And Carly said, my daughter said, "Let me text her." Now, my son is 4.5. We say text all the time. We assume he knows what it means. There's no way he knows what it means. Has he ever sent a text? Has he ever read a text? Has he even seen a text? I don't think he has. So he says to his sister, "What do you mean you're gonna send a text? When's mom coming home?" And so she went, "Do you know what a text is?" And he went, "No." You know how many times we've referenced text messaging to my son and he just nods? So as a parent, as someone influencing that child and his blueprint, be aware that they don't know. So if you were to get mad at him for continuously asking you what time mom's coming home, be aware he doesn't know what a text is. Rethink that whole thought. So a lot of parents are very vague and not very clear to their children. I hear a lot of parents like they're doing homework and they just say something and the kid just goes, "Okay." And the kid, so afraid to disappoint, so upset to ruffle the waves, doesn't stop and say, "I don't know what you're talking about." So I always encourage my children to tell me, "Mommy, be clear. I'm not sure what you mean." And for me to be clear when I'm talking, I always encourage myself, my daughters, my husband, whoever is coaching the baby or talking to the kids in a general sense, be as clear as you can be. Talk like a teacher. Talk like the little cartoon shows we see our kids watch. So I will often tell my son, "Can you please hand me your shoes? Don't throw them and don't run. Walk to mommy with your shoes, please. Can you hand them gently to me?" Use a descriptive word in there. "Can you hand them softly to me? Oh, don't throw those at mommy, please. That's not acceptable. You need to have a seat in timeout." "Why, what? And there's this whole tantrum. And then I go to him and say, "Do you know why you're in timeout?" "No." "Because you threw shoes at mommy." "Whoa." He's just crying. I need to actually sit and explain to him, when you throw things at me, it hurts. Sometimes you even got to throw things back at him and have him go, "Whoa, that almost hit me, Mom." "Oh, you're concerned for your safety. Why would you throw it at me? Don't you love me? Do you want to hurt me? Because if you do, we got to talk about that too." So my best advice for the blueprint, the template, is be clear. Do not assume, and always have perspective in their world. The meltdowns are serious at that young, pivotal age, 2, 3, 4, 5, even 2, 3, 4. The meltdowns, their whole world is melting for whatever the meltdown purpose. Try to put yourself in their shoes before you correct and discipline. Just see it from their eyes. It'll be a very new experience if you haven't done it already. I recommend highly that you adopt that concept because it will change your life.